You might be wondering why I'm dressed as Star-Lord and holding what appears to be a Farscape pulse pistol when the name of this video, and my backdrop, say Star Wars in them. Well, I'll be happy to explain that. So, I was actually looking for the blasters for Star-Lord so that I could complete this cosplay look. However, every option I found was pretty expensive. Now that I'm dressed a little more appropriately for this video, let me continue at that thought. So as I was saying, the Star-Lord blasters, all the ones I would find, were just way more money than I was willing to spend. Like at least $50, but closer to $75 for a pair of them, which is what you need. However, I did find some patterns to make them out of PVC, out of foam. I found some PDFs that were patterns to make them out of foam. This is obviously not it. This is based on the pulse pistol from Farscape. Now, and it is made out of foam and foam floor mats. It's actually a prototype kind of first attempt from my wife and I. I think it turned out pretty all right. We did get a PDF pattern, cut it out of some floor mats. That's why you can see the texturing here, and some different pieces of foam. I'll probably do a video about this later, and I'll probably do more blasters. But that's kind of at the root of why I was dressed as Star-Lord at the beginning and holding this pistol, and not the ones that I'm going to unbox. But now that I have my Stormtrooper hat on and the closest best Star Wars shirt that I could find, we're going to dive into the actual unboxing. I'm also going to take this opportunity to apologize for my scruffy face. I didn't feel like shaving today, but my life definitely feels like it's time to get this box opened up and out of our living room. So here we go. Now, my wife will most likely be thrilled once I've opened up this box and found something to do with the items that are inside it. She may not be thrilled to learn what I paid for the items, but that's okay. I feel like I got a really good deal, and I'm going to kind of go through, and as I show you each of the items, I'll explain about what I see them go for individually, and then you can decide if I got a good deal or not, and hopefully have my back with the misses. As you can see, it's a pretty big box, and it's pretty heavy too, but as far as what I paid for it, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. As far as what I paid for it, I did pay $168.58 with tax, shipping, and everything. It was on eBay, and you might be asking yourself, well, why were you hesitant to spend 75, 50, whatever dollars on the Star-Lord blasters that you were looking for, but you would pay twice or three times that for these? Because there's a lot more in here, and these I think of as more of an investment. I'll kind of talk more about that as I show them. But it was, again, to kind of circle back, the reason for the whole thing is I stumbled upon these when searching for Star-Lord blasters. eBay just happened to throw together Star Wars blasters, and this huge lot, by the time I got the winning bid, $168.58, like I said, so call it $170 even. And like I said, as I go through and tell you what I normally see them go for individually, we can decide together if it was a good deal. I think it was. All right, I'm kind of working in a limited area here, but that's okay. The box is up on my lap, and I'm going to cut through the tape now, and then just pull them out one by one once that's done. I'll try to find a place where I can lay them out, do a flyby. Might not be able to do them all at once, but at least a representation of each different stuff. This might have been better to do off camera, but we're getting close. I know how much you like to hear all that. Okay, we're going to stop the video here for a second. A shout out to the seller for packaging these really nicely. I really appreciate that. It means the items get to me and are probably less likely to have been damaged. It does make videos like this a little bit trickier. I've moved this box down next to me, and I've just sort of started to pull away some of the papers. You don't have to listen to all that. And I don't know that I'll show all 13, but I would like to represent all the different styles, and I think there's about 4. So let's just dive in. I can't really see what's in here. You can't see it at all. But I'm just going to pull them out and rip them through the paper, show them to you. All right, here's the first one, and I think there's a couple like this. It is a Grievous, General Grievous blaster. And I'll try to do them all so that I can count how many there were. These usually go for anywhere from about $25 to $40 a piece, especially the black ones. But we do make white ones as well, and there are some of those in this auction. I'm just grabbing whatever comes up. This is the main reason why I bought it. This one right here, the Battle Droid blaster from Episode 1.
These I usually see go from anywhere from about $55 all the way up to about $80. They're in the package, easily fetch $100 a piece. Pretty cool. I don't think any of these are going to have batteries. I'm not sure how many of them work, but I just wanted to have them in my collection and to have them as an investment. All right, I've started tearing through the paper on a few more, and I'm going to try just taking a little sneak peek so I can give a different variety of the ones that I pull out, so it's not all of the General Grievous blasters in a row. There is only one droid blaster. We've already seen that. It may have been the pièce de résistance, or however you say that, but it's already cat's out of the bag. This is the other style. It's more appropriate to my hat, and it's a Stormtrooper. Oh, and that one works. And it's a Star Tours Stormtrooper blaster. This one, that I believe there's about 7 of this particular gun in there. You can get these sometimes for as little as 20, but a lot of times up to 30, 35, even $40. Star Tours is one way that they're branded, and then sometimes they're just the general, like, Hasbro branding on them. But this one is a Star Tours one, and the sight even, sights or some such. It's cool that that one works, and that it has batteries. That's like an added bonus. Next up is another Grievous blaster. Oh, and that one works. So that's 2 in a row that works. That's pretty dang cool. Sorry, you probably couldn't hear me over that, but I'm excited that those both worked, because that makes it an even cooler thing. I'm also realizing this is going to take forever if I do every single one of these. So now, I'm just going to bust them all out, lay them on my floor somewhere, and show each one of them to you. But again, black ones, I wrote these down and then I lost my notes, but I believe these black ones are usually, let's just say $40 a piece. 35 on the white, 25 on the Stormtroopers, and about 60, 65 on the Battle Droid ones. But let me get these all laid out and show you everything that came in the lot. There might also be a lightsaber. It was in the picture. They didn't talk about it in the description. It's in there. Another bonus. All right, I thought I was ready to flip the camera around, but it turns out not quite, because the lightsaber was in there. It's actually pretty dang cool. Check this out. It's one of the spring-loaded ones, and it probably makes sound if it has batteries, or had, once you put batteries in it. But I like that. I don't think I have one like this yet. I mean, I do now. That's pretty awesome. You won't believe the amount of packaging that went into this thing. It's a lot. It's going to be a mess to have to clean up, and I think I'll probably do that first before I finish the video. But I'll kind of have to dig myself out to do that.
They always say pictures or it didn't happen. Here's all the packaging stuff. What a mess. I'm going to throw it all back in the box, throw the box outside, then I'm going to set up the blasters. Alright, I know this is far from professional, but I did get them all into the place where I can get them all in the same shot at least, sorta. I'm working in kind of cramped quarters because I'm trying to be a little bit covert about this. My wife knows the boxes have been here, but she doesn't know what's in it. And so she's going to watch this premiere live. She likes to be the first person to see these unboxings. Well, I should say I make her be the first person to see these unboxing videos. But anyway, sometimes even after she watches me shoot them. But there they all are. And I'm going to sit back down and kind of hold them up individually once more just to sort of give you an even better close-up. And then we'll kind of wrap things up.
All right, we're almost done here, but I thought what might be fun is I'll hold up each individual one more time, give you a front and back view, and then pull the trigger, see if anything happens. That way, you can see them all one more time. Here is just a Stormtrooper blaster, front and back, and it shoots. And it will light up, so you can kind of see that the end does. And some more of this might with better, newer batteries. So there's one Stormtrooper that fires. Here's another Stormtrooper, very similar, obviously. Ooh, that one fires too. It's much weaker right now. Its batteries are right now. My goodness. This one's very yellowed. So one of the things I was saying is I like these as an investment because I could paint this one and not feel bad about it because of how yellow it is. And I could make it into, a black Stormtrooper rifle. I could modify it in some ways. It reminds me a lot of the Alien's Pulse rifle base. I think they are the same base weapon, the Thompson, if I'm not mistaken. So having 7 of those means that I can paint some of them and not feel bad. I can weather some of them and keep some original ones. That one doesn't fire. Keep some as is, and that makes it an investment down the road. Gift it, sell it, whatever you want to do. Grievous. It's a mess. That one fires, lights up. The trigger's a little sticky. But I do like that. Didn't really care about Grievous as a character so much, but it's a cool gun. This one I want to get some batteries in and hope that it does work, because it is, again, the more valuable because of its rarity. I have at least one of these from back in 99, 98, when they were available because of episode 1 coming out. I may even have some in the box, which is worth a really good chunk of money. Now the Grievous, you've already seen plenty of these, so I'm going to spend a ton of time. A lot of these are not firing. But again, they could have easily none of them work. I still would have felt like it was a good deal. Several of them obviously do work. And that's a Star Tours one, so a little bit, maybe more on the rarer side. We're almost done. So several of them do have batteries, which is encouraging because most battery-operated things you can make work even if they've stopped working due to things like corrosion and whatnot that gets down there in the battery terminals. And of course, my new fave, love that. I do wish it were green or blue because I'm more of a Jedi, but... All right, and so that is it. That's a wrap on another video. 13 blasters and a lightsaber. I'm going to say, even on the real super conservative side, let's say $30 a piece. That's 30 times, whatever 13 is, $390 plus the lightsaber. So you figure another $20 for that. I feel like it's about a $400 value, give or take. Now, will I make that out of it? Who knows? If I paint them up, do a really good job weathering, I might make more than that total. I would certainly hope so because of the time and effort. But if I paint one of these Stormtrooper blasters up real good, somebody might pay 50, 60, $80 for that, depending, right? And so you would need some work and some money to be invested into getting it looking like that. You're going to come in, obviously, prime, paint, fill in the screw holes, sand off the Hasbros and whatnot logos. You could make it look pretty nice. And if you fetch $50 for it, I got 7 of them. Again, am I going to do that? Who knows? Not anytime soon, probably, but I do need to find a place to put these. So, anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about the value, the weapons themselves, the collection, any of my other videos, any of my content, anything else that's going on. Tell me about your channel. Tell me about your content. Make sure I'm a subscriber if you're a subscriber to me, if you want me to be. But you know what? More than any of those things, as I always say, please have yourself a great day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.